Hello. This short video will take you through the process involved in creating and submitting a light curve from an asteroidal occultation using the Occult program. First of all, open up Occult. If you haven't done so already, make sure that you go to Maintenance and User Settings and input the correct information for your email settings. This program will send your report out automatically and send you a response, so you need a correct email address. Make sure that's right. Save. The submission of a light curve is done from within the Asteroid Occultation Observation module, so we'll click on that. And over here is the light curve report. Click on that. New window opens up for reporting a light curve. The first step is to get the CSV file, the light curve file. And I've created one just for this particular demo. I'm going to open it up. It's from an event I observed back in June involving Jetta. So there's my CSV file. I'm going to open that up. And it asks me which star is the one being measured, and it's usually star 1 with LI movie. So I'm going to click there. And there's my light curve. You can double check times. I'm going to ignore these drop frames and so on. The important thing here is to look and double check the integration. And in my case, I integrated 4 frames. So I'm going to indicate that. And notice how the lineup is pretty good now. I can go back and forth, but starting at 0 works out pretty well. So there's my integration set. Return to analysis. You can repeat that process right here if you want to. You notice it just shows up the same way for integration. And click OK, and there's our light curve. We can scroll through it and see the whole thing. The event is obviously right here. If it's a high signal to noise event, and this one's kind of in the middle, not really high, not really low, you want enough wing information so that you can identify the event properly. This is probably minimum wing information. There's about 15 seconds before and about 10 to 12 afterwards. So you probably want more wing information than what I'm showing here, and that's just because of the way I did the CSV file. If it's a low signal to noise event, you'll want a lot of wing information, probably 45 to 50 seconds worth at each side. And for high ones, I think the 15 to 20 second rule works out pretty well. So I'm going to leave that the way it is. If you wanted to trim out a file, if you had way too much information, which is probably not likely, you can trim it out by using this archive region right here. Notice the start is selected. If you click there, you remove that section and just keep the green area. And of course you can go through and take a look at the whole light curve by clicking the scale button. Next up, we have to set the event and observer details. So we click the green bar and up comes this display showing some information that's required for the report. The event was June 20th of this year. It involved the asteroid Jetta. So if you put the number in, then just click the name screen, it'll come up. Site information, and I've changed mine a little bit for this demo, but make sure your site information is correct. You need to input the star catalog. So this was a Tycho 2 star, so I'm going to input that information. And then also make sure you click this box right here, Get Coordinates from Star. It'll input the coordinates of the star, but it'll also show you other identifiers for the star. In this case, there are none, but it's important for the file to have that information. Once all this is complete, we can transfer and exit. So there's our star, there's our site information and observer information, and there's our asteroid. We're ready to submit. So at this point, you can save the report, and that's the preferred method. Notice that they're bold-faced. Save the report, and the report will be saved to your computer. And at some later time, maybe once a month or after you have several reports to submit, you can email multiple saved reports. When you click that button, you'll have a choice as to which files you want to submit, and the process continues from there. You'll get a record of which ones you submitted, and the rest will be sent off to the appropriate person for archiving. So that's the process for submitting a light curve. If you have, for an asteroid, if you need help anytime during the process, you can go back and get information on how to submit light curves. And there's the asteroid occultation information right there. So that's it. Quick and easy. Doesn't take long. Basically, pull up the CSV file, set the wing data to be appropriate for the signal to noise ratio, set the event and observer details based on yourself. That'll place the asteroid in there and the star in there. Save the report, and at some point in time, email them. Good luck with your observations. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to submit those reports.